Hey guys, welcome back to Sky's End Devlog. Let me just load in the world for a second, show you some of the cool new stuff we've added. So this is like the vehicle editor or the invention editor. If you don't know, you can basically put down your whatever you're trying to build in here and mess around with it. You got various things you can do. You know, you can paint things. You can program them, build them, etc., etc. So we'll just kind of paint these a little bit. But I want to show you the progress we've made on some newer parts. So right here I got a little rover guy. I'm going to go ahead and turn him on. And we'll drive him around. So I added a new computer which you can use to control things. This one I'm calling the quad comp. It's got 4 different sub-modules to handle various things. And it's got all new UI. Whoop, tipped over. Don't worry though, I got a solution for that. Watch this. I have a gyroscope. You see this new UI? Look how nice that is. Turn it on. Let's rotate back over. Yeah, now your top heavy class or top heavy vehicles, they're a little bit safer. Especially with the stabilizer on. See, turn on that stabilizer. Look how safe we are driving around. And oh, the autopilot's got a toggle now too. Let's turn on the autopilot, and it's gonna go straight into the computer, or the lab, because that's where we got the heading set. So I programmed it so that this adder goes to this autopilot, which drives this vehicle around. So as you can see, as I change the value of the adder, it changes various things. Also, I've got new UI menus that you can select in this screen right here. So as you can see, we got like a health status one and a battery status one. That's controlled by these gadgets right here. Let me just turn off that autopilot for now. Don't want this guy to get too far away. You go too far away, you despawn. So the health, it's kind of complicated. There's like a lot of variables to the health, but basically just gives you a general idea how well you're doing. Battery's a little bit simpler. It just shows you the charge, how much you're consuming per second. Let's go back to the Inventor Lab. Actually, I'll show you this thing first. Or actually, we haven't finished building this one. This is what is this? This is a float ship. So if you don't know, big part of the game is going to be float ship technology. Basically, when you energize certain things, certain elements, it creates a weightless effect in whatever you energized. So yeah, actually, here, let me show you the new module. This is a new module. It's got a numeric sub-menu. So what I did is I linked these to the missiles. I think I showed the missiles off a little bit, but not too much. Maybe we're recording. Yep, okay. The missile, let's see which missile is this. This missile is controlled by one, and then it will arm and detonate its warhead when it gets the chance. So what we're gonna go ahead and do, we'll go ahead and hook up. Actually, we don't even need to hook this up at all. That's what the benefit of the new UI menus is. We can hook these things up easily this way, or control them with the UI menus, I should say. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the spaceship all set up. I think one thing I'm also gonna do is build a little ramp for our robot Echo to go climb up there. I don't know if that's good enough, but that should work. Let's try it. So this is our robot Echo, little tiny guy. He's useful for like repairs and stuff, and because he can pick like small items up and he can weld. So if you ever like leave the lab and you need to like weld something, this is the guy to go. We'll put him on this little pad right here. And then we'll switch over to this guy. If I press B, it activates the pad, welds them onto it. Awesome. Now let's go flying. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the engine. Stabilizer, very important. Oh, did turn that one on. Stabilizer, toggle. There we go. Here we got this, all these menu items we can select. So the ballast is probably going to be the most important for the actual flying. Oh, you see you can like undock the menus. I think I showed that already. The ballast basically tells you if you're weightless or not. Then we need our battery status, of course. We got to load in. So we're not using too much. That's just because we haven't, filled the ballast. But if we press fill, we'll start filling up the ballast, and look, we're weightless. So you can orientate the ship, and let's get out of here. Now we don't have too much charge in these batteries. It's a pretty small spaceship or float ship, so we won't be able to go too far with it. The ballast is going to fill up as much as it can, but I think we only got like 14% of the charge in here or something. So let's go struggle. I like how much we're burning through our fuel. See? Turn on the engine. It's going to burn through it real fast. And then this is only one battery hooked up to here, so once this battery runs out, the ship is toast. Yep, we still got energy in the ballast, but now you can see we're flying. Pretty much unaided. So it's not really like an airship. It's more, I call it a float ship because it's kind of like a spaceship, but it levitates temporarily. So you got spaceship-like mechanics to it. Let's fire off some of these missiles. We'll fire off this one first. So ejects, activates, flies. Now these are just dummy missiles, so they're not very useful in this context. Kind of hard to aim, but there's gonna be guided missiles, so that'll give you an advantage. Let's fire off the last of the missiles, I guess. 2 and 3. Awesome. And 4. Yeah, missiles will be real useful. Get the UI back up. Let's look at Echo for a second and see what's up. So we're welded to this thing. We can't leave it. Probably don't want to leave it. We'll probably die if we do. Fortune favors the bold, as they say. Yeah, we're out of range of the Vendor Lab, so can't go back now. If we fly back there, we should be able to reach it, but I don't see it. Let's work on like distant object rendering. Right now, everything just kind of disables once it gets too far away. Let's see how well we're doing on ballast. Probably not very well. 9.7%. What was that? Like 3 or 4 minutes of time left. Yeah, it's whatever. Traveling about 300 meters per second is as fast as we could accelerate to. I'm gonna go ahead and do something crazy. Drop echo. I wonder if I'm gonna stay. Okay, good. I stay. Oh no, I broke. I was worried that would happen. Oh, says I can still swap to echo. Oh, look at me falling to my death. Well, that was fun. A float ship up there. Looks like we inherited the velocity, but collisions couldn't quite handle it. This is probably not gonna be fun for us. Ruh-roh. One thing we could do is we could switch to the float ship. Survive. So if you were playing this game and you didn't want to die, swap to the float ship right now. But once you get too fast, sometimes you die. Anyways, that's the game. Thanks for watching.